It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. And that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And Wh0aTV on to punt as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 34. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett finding Walker complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Steelers at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Steelers this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They go with Chubb on second down. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 3 yards out.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
To the air yet again, Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown. And the deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Touchdown! Bo Melton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 41, Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line and linebacker. 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They toss it out right to Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage. And
in for the Steelers, touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
On their side of midfield at the 47. Going deep for Walker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up.
Touchdown! Pat Fryermuth. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
there he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
They find some open field here.
134 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing.
He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Watson looks to throw again. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb from 4 yards out. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Ben Martin.
The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, it's Watson. It's caught, Cooper.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Again, it's Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Watson now to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 38 yards.
And the Browns are able to claw one back. Extra point by York is up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
This pass complete to Melton. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Up the middle, Johnson. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.